slain. Slain, Jesus slain. The King of Zion, Lion of Judah.
How much do we have here? We'll have to find out how much we have so that we can use.
Yes, and the rest. Operation International. It's an organization of medical specialists, nurses, technicians, healthcare providers basically, doing surgical, free surgical operations wherever they are needed in the world. So obviously, the need is there everywhere. But we tend to go to the underdeveloped countries, and in those countries, the underdeveloped areas, such as this place, Rakai.
Right. I already set up your PACU unit pretty much.
Okay.
And pre-op. So you'll do the pre-op and PACU like you did the last time. We got to figure out the OR rooms, and this can be supplies, so we're good.
Rakai Hospital is situated in the western Uganda, and it covers the population of Rakai with its surrounding districts. And we receive different patients from those surrounding districts as far as the neighboring country, which is Tanzania.
Not only do we bring in equipment, some of them is quite modern, like laparoscopes, and with the local surgeons may not be very familiar in using. These guys will teach them how to use those equipment, the anesthesia machines, and thereby carry on that kind of work for their people here. And we teach them that. And that's where the sustainability comes in.
Make a nice list of what you have so that in the future, all of the nurses will pack a Dr. Happy pack the same way. So it's consistent. So you know when you pick up this pack, everything he needs is in it.
Most difficult problems in our setting that we have been encountered, which actually Operation International is helping us, are those complex cases that we cannot manage here. So most of those complex cases, including thyroids and neck masses, patients turn up here and then we bounce them back because we cannot do those surgeries. So that's why they feel in the communities around. And usually when Operation International comes, they find there is a huge number of patients awaiting.
We find more challenging cases in third world nations because they have less access to healthcare and less resources to get the care that they need. So we often see them, only seek out help when it's really gotten to the point where they can't, deal with it anymore. Assist. And we have those cases in the US too, but I think access to healthcare is much greater. So people tend to take care of their problems before they become as great as they do, and maybe in other places.
Are these surgeries that we're doing that people would never get? But honestly, it's a drop in the bucket, but I think it's something, and I think he has a vision to do lots of teams and help lots of people. So in the grand scheme of things, I think the group has helped a lot of people. The local surgeons are also doing more and using the better equipment on their own, which is all great.
Us, the local surgeons, the local doctors who are here, we usually take part, and we have learned a lot advanced skills in as far as managing these cases are concerned.
This little girl had a very large mass, not only here on her neck, but in her mouth.
How old is she?
He's 4 years old.
4?
Yes, dear.
You could just see this huge mass taking up her mouth. And so when you see a child who's gone on for a long time without help, it breaks your heart. And it's nice that we were here to take care of it.
Well, the reason as to why we are here, I brought my granddaughter, Shanita. When she was sick, Well, as you see her, she has a swelling under the chin, but we had taken her to Masaka Hospital. They operated her, but the thing was just recurring. So we said, let's bring her here for operation, as we heard that Operation International was coming. That's why we are here.
Well, I mean, I think lots of physicians are interested in doing these kinds of trips because I think you get back to the root of what you went into medicine for in the first place, right? Which was just to take care of people. And so you come here and you get to take care of people who really actually need help and don't have access.
See you later. See you, Grandma.
There were several challenges we expected during Shanita's operation, and these were discussed with all the team members prior to the case. Shanita was struggling socially with the cosmetic ramifications of her lesion and did not like to go to school because of it. Because of lack of money and resources, the hospital has no CT scanner, so we had no preoperative imaging to help us with surgical planning, such as knowledge of which structures and vessels the lesion may be connected to. We don't know the nature of the lesion, and we had to rely on our eyes and our experience to help us diagnose her issue.
Well, we get so much in our lives, so it's just nice to be able to help people who can't, you want to make a difference in the world, or it's a small difference, but it's something I can do something that other people can't, so, and I can afford to do it.
I think we're doing really good, actually.
Right?
Hooray! My God. Nice. Oh, yeah, it looks like a ranula, which is basically a cyst of saliva fluid that comes from the salivary gland underneath the tongue, called the sublingual gland. The operation went very smoothly, and we were able to remove the entire mass without complications, which made Shanita, her mother, and the entire team very happy.
All right, just a little bit in the back. That's good.
Yeah, she can go home today, okay? We take this one out also. We should just remove them.
Jesus slain, the King of Zion, Lion of Judah, slain, Jesus
So somewhere along the line, for the last several years, Operation International, we started to expand not only in the medical fields, but also in the community. So the philosophy became, wherever we went, we saw, poor little children, orphaned, and put in these homes where there was nothing available, not even bedding. They slept on gravel with leaky roofs and all that stuff. So we kind of decided to help them out. So we are not only developing the hospital, but we are also developing the community around the hospital. One of our main patrons is Mr. Jack Van de Wettering, and he's big into agriculture. And of course, he's the force behind helping these orphanages.
He would like you to unveil this. So he's cutting down.
We're singing for operation.
Then after that,
Oh, dear friends, we want no operation. We love you so. From our dear hearts, we send our dear message to you, our dear friends. Operation International, all the way from America down to Africa.
you have to give something back if you have something more than other people. And when you look at places like this in Uganda, and then you look back of what we have in the US, the difference is so great that it is very difficult for people to understand of how they can survive.
He's a visionary. He looks at a problem different than other people. He looks at the solutions a lot different than other people. And Jack is, he's very open to different ways of doing good. And when he's determined, he will get everybody to get on board one way or another.
Days of sorrow.